Off-road motorcycle tires have to be good in all sorts of terrain. Everything from mud to sand, rocks, roots, and hard-packed clay. The Dunlop AT82 tire is a replacement for the very average AT81 tire. The outgoing AT81 front tire was generally poor performing, whereas the AT81 rear tire was a little bit better and rated as average in traction, but was very durable and tough. I recently purchased a set of AT82 tires to try out on my 2023 Gas EC300. It came with a Dunlop MX33 front and AT81 rear, and they were worn out. I decided to try the new AT82 tires in hopes that these might just be the do-it-all tire combo I have been looking for to tackle everything from Pacific Northwest mountain single tracks to desert GP courses. The areas I ride most are in the arid part of Washington, and the dirt ranges from deep sand to hard-packed clay with loose sand or rocks on top. And since I missed mud season with these tires, most of my testing has been in dry conditions. I mounted up the AT82 80-100 by 21 inch front tire with 4mm heavy-duty tubes. For the rear, I mounted the 120 by 90 by 18 inch tire, also with 4mm tube. And the tire was mounted in the soft direction. The AT82 tire has a soft or hard option depending upon the mounting direction. The front tire is directional and has a fairly tall knob height and wide spacing similar to other soft terrain tires I have used. The rear also has a tall knobby height, a wide middle knob, and wide spacing. The front AT82 tire performance is very good and predictable in sand. This is not a surprise given the overall tire design seems oriented toward soft terrain. However, when pushing hard into deep sand corners, this tire did not give me the same confidence that the excellent MX33 tire does. In a few muddy sections I rode, the AT82 did a very good job of shedding mud and stayed predictable in ruts. I was most impressed with how the AT82 did in the rocky sections. It did not bounce or deflect off the rocks when hit at angles. In fact, it was smooth and comfortable, giving me the confidence to go faster in these sections than I would have with the original MX33 front on my EC300. Cornering on hard packed clay, either in flat corners or off camber corners, felt vague, as if the tire was walking on the knobs a bit. In order to take these corners at race pace, I had to find a groove to bank the front tire off of to prevent the tire from slipping. Overall, I would rate the Dunlop AT82 front tire as a good all-round performer. It is significantly better than the AT81 front it replaces. However, in race situations, I would choose an MX33 front for sandy conditions and an MX53 front for hard-pack conditions. During this test, I ran front tire pressures from 13.5 psi to 12 psi, and my preferred pressure is between 13 psi and 12.5 psi. Moving on to the rear tire, the AT82 is a rocket ship in the straights. Straight line acceleration is excellent on hardpack, sand, and mud. It hooks up almost as good as the MX14, which is a scoop tire in the soft conditions. The AT82 exhibits excellent manners and confidence in rocks, with no kicking, bouncing, or deflecting. Most of the rocky sections I rode were comprised of a mixture of golf ball to softball sized rocks sitting on top of rock slabs or hardpack with a few football sized rocks thrown in. When running the AT81 rear in these conditions, it would bounce and kick around a lot more. From what I can tell, the carcass seems softer on the top of the AT82 versus the AT81. This additional flex may be why it works so well in the rocks. The only weakness of the AT82 rear is on hard-packed flat to off-camber corners. The tire would tend to walk from mid-corner to corner exit when getting on the gas. Also, the tire did not have that fun flat track sliding feel when getting on the gas. I had the best luck with going into the corner a little slower and standing the bike up as early as possible to get the top of the tire driving forward and not relying on the side knobs for a quick corner exit. For racing, I would run the AT82 rear on courses where the dominant terrain is sandy, muddy, or rocky, such as in Western GPs. If the course is dominated by hard-packed, slick corners, then I would run a tire with a lower knobby height, like some of the hybrid tires in the market. Again, the AT82 tire surpasses the AT81 in every regard. In my testing, I ran tire pressures from 10 psi to 12.5 psi. I plan to run the AT82 rear tire in the 10 to 11 psi range, depending on conditions. As a final note, braking performance was very good and predictable for both the front and the rear tires. I plan on testing these tires all summer and into the fall to determine overall durability. I'm going to run these tires into the ground and plan on using them for a 5-day single-track adventure, 2 6-hour races, and a 24-hour race, plus many play days along the way. We'll see how they do, and I will provide a final update in the future. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons to stay up to date on my latest rides and product tests. Thanks again.